Hello there and welcome
to the new channel.
Here to help you see
the new you.
My name is Carmine Ortega.
Dennis Calamba.
This is Nato Agbayani.
My name is Juan Lu.
I'm Chino.
I'm Trisha.
This is Apple Manansala.
This is Attorney Carlo Ibanez.
This is Attorney Sheila Santiago.
This is Angie.
This is Orgami.
My name is Dante Salama.
This is Jesse Francis Rebostillo.
I'm Dania Cunha.
Mon Mendoza.
I am Muppet Erhino.
I'm Leo Bryan. Mike.
Nice one, dear.
Sir Al Ian Barcelona.
Marvin Salazar. This is Sunny Haldons.
Heidi Lumainos.
This is Ivan Jude. Patrick Hieronimo.
Alan Perez.
My name is Erwin Ursua.
My name is Bob.
My name is Lloyd Luna and this is
Future.
The Talk.
Family Business.
The Puppet Stories.
After Shift.
TNC Town Hall.
YOLO.
Marketplace.
The Home Buyer.
HR Hotline.
Danny Art Show.
Healthline.
Foreign Affairs.
COVID
Stories.
Awesome Day Show.
TechU.
Money and More.
Cybernext.
Women at Work.
Win Within.
Port Project.
The Big Picture.
Sometimes life lets you down and you feel that you are done. You just want a morning run because the fun is all gone. Sometimes life makes you proud when you look far and wide, when you leave the pain behind and see the brighter side. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new you. Sometimes life makes you blind and you choose something bad. You just wanna cry and hide and save your face from the crowd. But sometimes life makes you see the beauty in you and me. When you look up above, there is God and there is love. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new. We're here to help you see the newness of life. We're here to help you feel your hope is so real. You got the power to see. We'll help you see the new you. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new you.
The new channel. The new channel. The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following show are those of the hosts, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to the new channel. We are here to help you see the new you. My name is Marvin Salazar and you're watching TechU on TNC, and I'm very excited kasi special guest natin ngayon. A good friend of mine from my former institution that I worked with. And hintayin nyo lang mamaya, lalabas yan. And welcome again to TechU. Happy Chinese New Year. Paano nga ba binibigyan siya? Kung hei pa chay? So, sa ating mga viewers dyan, sa mga subscribers, 2021, Happy Chinese New Year. At sana itong New Year natin ngayon, maging ok tayo because it's the year of the ok. Ok ba? Ox. Alright. Happy Chinese New Year sa mga kaibigan natin dyan. Ha? Meron tayong mga kaibigan from China pa nanonood sa atin. So, boss, if you are watching, if you are still there, stay there. Okay? Huwag ka na pumunta dito sa Pilipinas. And sa ating mga kaibigan din na mga Chinese nandiyan sa Ongpin, sa Binondo, Happy Chinese New Year sa inyong lahat. And again, welcome to TechU. Yan. Pwede ko pa masabi na Pops, no? Kasi we had a seminar, learning session sa ating Pops community. I'm one of the members of the Philippine Association of Professional Speakers dito sa Pilipinas. And that's one of the perks, no? To share yung knowledge and wisdom sa ating mga Pops community. And don't forget, etong ating show, no? TechU every Fridays, 2:30 p.m. So before we go to our second segment, let me just share to you some takeaways dun sa aking natapos na K-novela, K-series. Nunood talaga, no? I was watching with my wife. Ito yung time namin to have a bonding during Netflix watching. No? So we were watching this Korean series, 18 Again. And syempre, as a parent, no, I was really dun sa married stage nyo, tapos yung mga anak nyo, no. Meron isang scene doon that struck me because buti na lang wala akong anak na babae, no. Pero for those parents out there, father, mother, mga nandyan, mga nakikinig sa atin, no. It's really parang lalabas na additional layer of protection para sa mga anak nyo. I was watching this scene where the girl was almost mugged by this perpetrator, itong gustong stalker niya. So the girl was the father gave parang personal alarm. Yan, device. It's a device. It's a kind of a portable or wearable device that you can hook on your belt or in your bag, no. Nang mangyari, mag-a-alarm siya. You can press it in case of emergency or danger. Sobrang lakas niya, maririnig ng mga nandun sa paligid. So it struck me na, sabi, ba't hindi ko kaya ako mag-share ng something similar na applicable naman dito sa Philippines, na mabibili natin kasi yun sa Korea, no? Hindi ko alam kung saan nila binili. But there are similar gadgets and technology that you can use, wearable technologies that you can use here to protect our children, ourselves, no, from maraming mga naglipa na din kasi, no, na mga hindi natin ma-predict na situation. So, yung isa kaibigan ko lang last time, no, na dukutan siya sa LRT ng cellphone. So, sabi ko, bakit, di ba social distancing tayo, bakit nadikit sa yung magnanakaw? So, nadukutan siya. So, ingat-ingat guys, no? Marami pa rin talaga dahil maraming affected during this pandemic. So, marami din ng lumalabas din ng mga masasamang tao. No? So, kaya mag-ingat tayong lahat. Yan. And thank you dun sa ating mga subscribers who are watching our stream right now. Yung ating ito yung ating graphic artist, no? Si Roel Boraga. Hey, Roel, welcome to TechU. K-Fever daw. O, nanonood ako ng K-Fever. Akala nyo hindi. Akala nyo kung ano-ano lang pinapanood ko. 18 again. Maganda siya. Natuwa talaga ako doon. Trending yata siya. Number 4 or 3. Kong Hey Pachay. And sa aking beautiful wife na naka-stream. Sabi ko kasi, wag mo mamimiss yung aking show kasi wala lang. hindi ako makapag-demand din, no? Sabi ko, wala, di ba miss mo? Ano magagawa ko, di ba? Aking ever loyal follower. All right. So guys, let's go to this technology and let me share to you how we can protect our family with the simple wearable gadgets. All right? So, direct, can I share my this one, the personal alarm? Yan. So, nasa personal alarm na tayo. Sorry, guys. Ito yung ating personal gadgets. Yan. Personal protection gadgets. And since marami tayong mga gadgets na pwedeng mabili, and even our cell phones can be a personal protection gadget, we will focus on 3 devices for now. And then eventually, we will discuss more with our very special guest. Kung ano pa yung pwede nating magawa, mabili, or magamit, or ano mga techniques, no, na pwede nating ma-equip sa ating sarili to protect us, our children, and our loved ones. So yun, the first in our list is the personal alarm. So personal, ito nga talaga, nag-stuck talaga to sa akin, no? 18 again in Netflix. As a father, I realized the need for our children to be protected, especially if they come home late at night. Dati kasi nung bata ako, nag-aaral ako, umuwi ako ng gabi, wala ako na encounter na na masamang tao, no? Kahit na sa tondo ko nakatira. Yan. Joey, generally peaceful sa amin, ha? Okay, wag kayo matakot magpunta sa tondo. So, as a parent, syempre, gusto mo mabigyan ng additional protection yung mga bata. Aside from, syempre, sasabihan mo sila na mag-ingat or tuturuan mo sila paano umiwas. So, those small yung mga advices natin as a parent, as a father, particularly, no? Gusto mo na maprotektahan itong mga bata. So, a gadget that can probably save lives din, no? Itong personal alarm na tinatawag daw. This personal alarm, yan, nakikita nyo sa screen, this personal alarm is a small, parang keychain lang siya that you can buy, especially in, nasa Lazada yan. Sana makuha natin sponsor yun. Nasa Lazada yan. So for less than 200 pesos, you can buy a personal alarm na pwede nyo ibigay doon sa mga anak nyo and advise sila pagka nagkaroon kayo ng konting emergency or in case of emergency, pindutin nyo lang yung alarm. So for around 200 pesos more or less, no, nabigyan mo ng additional layer of protection itong mga bata. So iingay yan, no, tutunog yan, parang nag-a-alarm, nagwawangwang, para ka ngayong coaching ninanakaw. Tutunog ka. Sa mga babae, dun sa mga teenagers, sa mga babae na mahilig lumabas and para magtrabaho, mag-aral, o dun sa mga BPO agents na mga ka-TechU natin, ha? So you can use this for additional protection. Alright, so 200 pesos lang yung sa Lazada. And the second is, ito yung bago, this is a new technology. It works like yung pregnancy test. So, SIP chip na tinatawag, this SIP chip, para siyang isang device or small button that you siguro parang you can dip it on the liquor before you drink it. So ang claim nila, this SIP chip is very effective in identifying yung mga rape drugs dun sa mga drinks. So kung yung mga anak nyo magpupunta sa party, sa dibu o kung saan man, no, syempre dapat meron talaga tayong way para mapag-ingat, no, yung ating mga anak. Hindi naman natin sila pwedeng buntutan, hindi naman natin sila pwede para tayong mga telescope na lagi o binoculars na may dala na lagi natin minomonitor yung mga anak natin. And they should also learn how to be independent, no. I also believe na dapat yung mga bata will be taught independence, no. Etong mga SIP chip na to, it's not available in the Philippines, pero pwede natin siyang bilhin online. So, ito yung itsura ng SIP chip. It claims that it has a 99.3% accuracy when testing yung mga date rape drugs. Right? So, di ba nauso? Dito nga sa society natin, yung mga mahilig mag-party, no? Minsan na, yan, unfortunately, may mga incident talagang ganyan na nangyayari. And marami tayong mga ganyan sa balita na naririnig. So, as a precaution, no, you can buy this SIP chip or yung pan-testing ng mga iniinom nila. So, before you drink with anyone else na first time mo na-meet, no, you can put this yung liquor or you can siguro dip yon or i-drop lang siya ang kailangan do sa parang button na to, and then it will indicate kung good or bad yung iinumin mo. So syempre kung bad, wag mo na inumin. Kung malinis siya, yung pwede mong inumin. So sa mga teenager dyan, sa mga bachelors, sa mga millennials, guys, it's an additional layer of protection para sa inyo, para makaiwas tayo dun sa mga untoward incident na nangyayari ngayon. So for only $14, you will be able to buy 3 chips available on their website. Their website is undercovercolors.com. We will post that link on our comment section later on. Wala pa siya sa Pilipinas, pero you can buy it online and delivered it to you. Yan. Wala pa siya sa Lazada. Ayan pala. Wala sa Lazada yan. Alright? So, additional protection para sa ating mga teenagers, sa ating mga anak. No? O kahit sa mga personal din natin, na mga, ako mahilig tayo mag-party-party. Alright? And the third is yung mini taser. Ito masyadong familiar na sa atin to, no? Pero meron mga maliliit na mga mini taser that you can just put in your bag or in your pocket na handy. So hindi siya bulky kasi minsan kaya hindi tayo nagdadala ako personal, kaya hindi ako nagdadala ng payong kasi hindi sobrang bulky, hindi ko alam kung saan ko siya ilalagay, maliit lang yung bag ko o minsan wala akong bag. So this one, the mini taser, ganyan lang yung itsura niya, and it acts double as a flashlight, no? So, pwede mo lang siyang i-test firing lang siya. Meron na siyang electricity and it can often, yung firing or yung open air firing niya can stop an attacker already. At itong device na to, itong gadget na to, nasa Lazada yan for only less than 500 pesos. So, you can protect yourself, protect your children, lalo sa mga ka-TechU natin na mga babae dyan. No? Paano ba natin mapoprotektahan? So, aside from pepper spray, yung mga sikat, no? Ito, mini taser is just 9 centimeter, no? Maliit lang siya, no? And very handy. It can be a keychain that you can use, portable, pwede mo siyang gamitin anytime. At maitatago mo siya for less than 500 pesos. Galing, di ba? So, yan yung mga technology na pwede nating i-share for our viewers para malaman natin paano ba natin talaga mabigyan ng additional protection yung ating mga anak, no? At yung mga sarili din natin. Especially now na unti-unti na tayong lumalabas. Right? So, ingat-ingat lang din guys, no? Hindi pa rin nawawala yung pandemic, hindi pa nawawala yung virus. But let us practice the minimum minimum protocol requirements sa social distancing. Alright. So, huwag niyong kalimutan. No? So, yung mga ating mga comments dyan, no? Sa ating mga TechU viewers, share nyo lang yung stream na to. Share it with the people, with your network para ma-bless din sila ng mga information and knowledge na ating pinoprovide during the show. Yan. And we will be, no? Ito na, yung hinihintay natin later, no? Tatawagin natin yung ating special guest. But before, let us muna direct show yung ating advocacy before we go on a break. Yung ating, ito, every show, lagi kong nilalapit sa inyo, no? These girls are close to my heart. These girls are, meron silang lifetime recovery because they are the girls of Tahanan Santa Luisa. The Tahanan Santa Luisa is a crisis intervention center for girls ages 7 to 15 years old. That I would like you to at least visit their Facebook page man lang and learn more about this center and the children housed on the center. Ano yung progress nila, ano ginagawa nila. Lalo na ngayon during the pandemic kasi medyo mahirap talaga, no? Kasi yung recovery nila medyo naudlot during pandemic, and itong mga bata na to na kailangan talaga ng tulong nating lahat. So you can send monetary help on their ito yung bank account nila, direct po sa kanilang bank account, so you can share your blessing to them or visit the girls in the center. Visit nyo lang yung Facebook page and coordinate with them kung paano nyo mabibisita itong magagandang bata na to na kailangan talaga ng ating mga help and love. So guys, and we will be back after the break and with our very special guest. Hello and welcome to the new channel. We are here to help you see the new you. And on this episode, itong episode na to, matagal kong hinabol ito. No? Medyo busy itong ating guest. And we will be talking about personal defense. No? On this episode, we have a very special guest that he realized that most people are hostages to the opinions and thoughts of other people. This is what pushed his career, no, to help build yung reputation niya as a self-defense expert. So in this segment, we will focus on self-defense against physical and siguro yung mga cyber attacks. No? Snooky spent many years with the USDEA as a criminal investigator and national intelligence and coordinating agency known in the Philippines as, ito yung parang Philippine CIA natin. No? He has trained most of the country's judges as well as senior leaders in the government, AFP, PNP, and businesses and alike. Snooky leads security assignments throughout Southeast Asia for high-profile leaders, including Malaysian opposition leaders Anwar Ibrahim, Bill Gates, and Snooky was recently at the center of mga medyo confidential at medyo parang we don't want to go into the political details pero nag-highlight siya last year. But Snooky is a good friend and both Snooky and he is even close to the president. No, he is officially one of the closest friends ng ating mahal na Pangulo. And although the headline grabbing mga intelligence about kung ano man seems to come at a convenient time na medyo at the height end of our crisis, Snooky's intelligence work was also critical para dun sa mga for shutting down yung mga terrorists or yung mga nagsisimula pa lang and ISIS cells, yung mga across the country and apprehending participants. He has been a very good friend of mine during our embassy years. And matagal na kami din nagkikitantot, ngayon lang kami nagkausap. No? And I'm really grateful na nakarating siya. Nasa bahay lang siya, hindi siya umalis. Nakarating siya and he was able to grace our show. So, hello and welcome to TechU, Snooky.
Hi, good afternoon to all the viewers. And first of all, I'd like to greet everyone. Happy Chinese New Year to all. Okay.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Oh, happy Kong Hei Pachay. Okay. Snook, pare, can you tell us more about ano ba yung story ni Snooky, no? How you build your reputation as self-defense expert at alam ko you're also into extreme sports. Lalo na din yung mga anak mo na train mo. Can you share more about this sa ating mga viewers?
Yeah. I started off my career with the National Intelligence Coordinating Agency, which is NICA. Then I was hired by the U.S. Embassy with the USDEA as a criminal investigator. Then during those times, I've liaisoned with local police agencies and law enforcement agencies and built up that rapport with them. And I've learned a lot from them. And from there, after I left the two agencies, I set up my own security consultancy. So that's what I do right now.
All right. Sige, Snook, nakita mo tong mga shinare ko kanina mga personal protection gadget.
Correct.
Can you share something about those gadgets? Ano ba talaga effective ba to? Or
Yung the first one was ano yung first one mo?
Personal alarm.
Yung alarm is good because you have to understand pagka walang tao tapos there's a threat na either hold-upin kayo, raping kayo, any noise that you can create would be a deterrent because it will attract attention and they don't want that to happen. Hindi man pwede kasing sisigaw ka lang kasi syempre they can stop that. But if it's a device that would create a noise, that would be effective. The number 2 yung SIP chip. That's also good because hindi pa available lang na dito, but that's a good technology. But on the side also, I would like to recommend, especially for the ladies, if you're in a party and somebody hands you a drink, if you didn't see them pour the drink or it was given to you openly na nakabukas na yung bote or yung yung lata, I would suggest not to drink into it if you don't know the person. Try to put it down in the table, kwentuhan kayo, not to offend him, but if it's possible you can avoid not drinking, then don't drink. Now, if it's a closed bottle, then that's okay. Kung kayo magbubukas, then safe tayo kasi alam natin walang tampering. Now, sometimes they give you a bottle ng water na nakaseal. The best way to know that it's not tampered is you squeeze the bottle first. Because sometimes what they do is they inject, using a syringe, a small needle, they inject the bottle with whatever date-rate drug. So if you squeeze the bottle, may lalabas, may sisirit na maliit na fountain, di ba? It will indicate that the bottle is compromised. So you don't want also to drink that. Di ba? Kasi baka sabihin sa'yo, abot to. Ayan, bago, nakaseal pa. But it's not a guarantee. Okay? So the best way is to just squeeze it. Okay? Then the third one is yung taser. Yeah, the taser kasi is equivalent to, sabi mo nga kanina, yung OC spray, yung tear gas, di ba? Yes. Unfortunately, both are not one-stop shot devices. Meaning to say, pag tinira mo siya sa tao, hindi siyang guaranteed na tutumba yung tao. Okay? So like for the taser, the problem is you have to be close to him when you do it. And you have to hold him down long enough to do it. So ang sample lang is, kunwari, meron kang taser, i-taser mo yung aso mo. Pag hindi ka nakagat ng aso mo, effective yung taser. Because ganun yung reaction di ba? Hindi naman tatayo yung tao na, taser mo ako, hindi ako lalaban sa'yo. Lalaban siya. So the problem is tasing him down long enough to make it effective. Di ba? So yun yung drawback lang ng taser. Especially pagka mas maliit, mas mahina. Di ba? So yun yun. Pero siyempre, it's a deterrent for siguro yung criminals na medyo hindi familiar, baka ma-intimidate. Pero ang criminal na determined, magkakaproblema tayo. Just like the OC spray. Ang OC spray naman, feeling natin, pagka in-spray mo, sasakit siya. Yes and no. Kasi sometimes there are people who have resistance na masakit pero natitiis niya. So kunwari nasa loob kayo ng elevator, in-sprayan mo siya. Hindi kanya nakikita kasi masakit, pero kaya kanya hawakan. Pag nahawakan niya, pwede ka suntukin, pwede ka sakalin, ganun pa rin ang resuma. Plus the fact that when you do when you use the OC spray, you have to be aware of the wind direction. Kasi pag ang wind direction towards you at spray mo siya, pati ikaw contaminated. Di ba? Diba? Kasi nga, hindi natin iisip lahat yon. These are the things that the seller don't highlight on because these are the disadvantages. Di ba?
Saka mamaya, baka pag-spray mo, sa'yo pala nakatapat.
Precisely. So, siniisip natin kasi pagka in-spray natin, ay makakawala ka na. Okay? It is good if it's in an open area, you can spray the person and run away. Okay? But it is not a guarantee also. So, I would not recommend that. What I would recommend is a ball pen, like what I carry every day. A ball pen, a steel ball pen or an aluminum ball pen is better because all you have to do is hold it and strike. Either X lang yan, X. Okay? You can strike him from the temple going down, from the eyes, or from the neck. It's gonna do damage. And when you hit that, you push him and run away. Okay? But this is more effective than those things that you buy openly in the market. And you can carry it around, you can bring it on the airplane, it's completely safe. Nobody will notice it. It's just there all the time. Anytime you need it, you can just grab it and use it. Okay?
Ang galing, pwede pala yung ballpen, no? Ako dati kasi high school ako, pinantutusok namin sa likod.
Ayun na nga, di ba? Same concept. Same concept. But it has to be metal, yung body niya metal or aluminum. Hindi pwedeng plastic. Para it holds, it can withstand the pressure of hitting. Okay? Yan.
Okay, talking about pen, no, meron ako nakita isang product, it's a keychain that parang dinesign siya for women.
Yeah, kuputan.
Parang pero made of hard plastic.
Yes. Ang problema is, you won't be able to bring it everywhere. Hindi ka pwede dalhin sa sinihan, hindi mo pwede dalhin sa aeroplano. But yung ball pen, same concept, you can bring it anywhere. Diba?
Right.
And I would like to emphasize, don't buy tactical pens. Yung mga tactical pen na nakikita natin na mukhang, di ba? Kasi pagka nakita yan sa airport, kukunin lang, confiscating. Just get a simple clicker na metal body. That's the best. And it won't look bad. Okay? Hold on lang. Hold on.
Sige. So at least, hindi mako-confiscate yung mga gadgets sa gano'n, no? Kasi those are regular things. Alam niyo po, mga ka-TechU, no? Ang ganda ng mga tips na binigay sa atin ni Snooky, and yan ang expertise niya, and yan yung mga technology na pwede din natin gamitin. And etong yung mga advices niya kanina, no? Yung mga simple things that we have can be personal defense weapon natin. Especially doon sa mga babae na nakikinig, doon sa ating mga viewers na babae, and now you can defend yourself. Of course, yun nga, no, na-realize ko rin na sana yung pepper spray hindi mo nga ma-spray sa mukha mo, o kaya hanginin, no? Hanginin sa mukha mo.
There's another thing that I can also, that you carry every day with you.
Yes.
Your cell phone. Your cell phone, because your cell phone, you can use the edges to hit. Same rin, katulad ng ballpen, you can hit. Di bali na masira, basta masaktan mo siya at makaalis ka. And that is what you carry. Everybody has a cell phone, so it's not an excuse. You can use it. You can use the edges, okay, and hit it. Use it to hit the temple, the eyes, the neck. It's gonna hurt. Do not expect to fight him toe to toe. You just want to hurt him enough for you to run away and call for help. Okay?
Oh, especially kung wala ka naman talagang parang background on self-defense, no? So, hear from Snooky's tips, no, sa ating mga nakikinig, and it could save lives. All right. So, Snooky, kasi ito pinag-uusapan natin about self-defense, no? How vulnerable is the average Filipino on physical attack and cyber attack during this pandemic? Kasi lahat tayo ngayon, di ba, naka-contain, and unti-unti na tayong lumalabas. So can you give some tips para doon sa ating mga nakikinig?
Kasi unfortunately, especially the millennials, they're all reliant on technology. Okay? Whether we go online shopping, we go online banking, we do a lot of things based on our phones, our smartphones, or laptops, or iPads. And unfortunately, criminals are getting more creative. In fact, I'm pretty sure everybody who has a cell phone had in one point in time get a text message that they won something, di ba? Or nanalo ka sa isang raffle, and you should contact this number. Remember, if it's too good to be true, it's not, di ba? Kaya nga, yun yung concept natin eh. We have to be wise, because you have to understand, all these criminals, what they do is they don't just send the number to you. They have 1,000 numbers they will send, mag-blast, kumaga blast texting yan. I-blast text nila yan. Meron lang 5 sumagot eh. Panalo na sila sa quota nila. Meron na silang naloko. Di ba? Because we're thinking the target is just one person. No, that's about 1,000. They get only 1% of that, panalo na sila. Can you imagine that? Di ba? And most of us, siyempre, it's human nature. We want easy money. Uy, nanalo ako. Tawagan natin, wala namang mawawala sa akin. Hindi. May mawawala sa iyo. Kasi pagka tinext mo sila at kinontak mo sila, then they know you are a willing victim. And that is how they will entice you. And you're gonna lose more. Diba?
Ito parang yung gullibility ng mga tao, diba?
Precisely.
Yun yung target.
Because nga, of the pandemic, you have to understand, everybody wants to make a quick buck. Then at the same time, on the criminal side, everybody wants also to steal, because taghirap ngayon eh. So it's human nature. They will exploit the situation, di ba? Whether they can even come up with a scheme na donation, may mahirap na pamilya na kailangan bagyan, ito yung bank account number, can you give a little, di ba? All of these are scams. And until we get involved and we be victimized, then we will not realize how bad it is. But it's ongoing every day in the whole Philippines.
Wow.
Diba? Ang dami na bibiktima eh. Kawawa naman. Yung iba, desperado na, wala nang budget, uutang pa nila para lang isugal nila doon sa kalan lang nanalo sila, kailangan lang magdeposito, yung pala inanakaw rin. Or even sa online buying, I don't agree on paying the buyer, kunwari, the seller, babayaran mo ahead of time. Wala yun. Pag minsan nagbebenta sila, in fact, last night lang may nahuling nag-o-online, nagbebenta ng property sa Palawan. Hihingan ka lang ng deposito, di ba? Yun, ang dami. Yun, ilan ang naloko niya? Iisa lang yung titulo. Di ba? That is the sample. Because people think, they don't like to believe that it's not true. Kasi, nandoon Isipin lang, alangan nagluloko dito, ang lakas naman ng loob nito. Pero ang totoo is, malalakas ang loob nila because nothing to lose Di ba? And hindi lang ikaw yung target, marami. So may maloko silang isa doon sa 10 na linoloko nila, panalo na sila. And that is what we have to be careful of. Yeah.
I mirror yung sinasabi ni Snooky kasi ako rin I experience yung mga ganun na si Erap daw ay merong 500 million na inheritance sa email, sa text, sa marami tayong nare-receive na ganun. And marami talaga nanloloko at saka pag gusto ka talagang lokohin, maloloko ka.
And you will be amazed how many people get victimized. They believe in it. Kasi tayo, di ba? Tayo, Marvin, papaloko ba tayo dyan? Tayo kasi, may background na tayo, alam natin. Pero there are a lot of people who takes it at a grain of salt na they see it's innocent, di ba? So they get into it. They feel that they won't lose anything. They'll get into it. Then they regret, di ba?
Minsan nga, Snook, kakilala mo pa, matagal mo na kakilala, di ba? May mga ganun talaga,
True. Precisely. And yun na nga, unfortunately also, because of the age of the digital world, di ba? Masyado tayong advanced, all of us rely on the convenience of online banking, online payments, and this is where the criminals try to exploit the situation. Kaya ako, like for me personally, sometimes, if I have to pay my bills, I have to pay my bank, my Visa card, my credit cards, I line up in the bank. Tapos pag may ka-text akong mga barkada, sabihin ko, nasaan ka? Nandito ako nakapila. Ba't nakapila ka? Hindi ka mag-online. Old school ako I'd rather wait and waste my time paying. Okay. Alam kong hindi ako ma-hack. Okay? Because there was one time I was doing online banking. Somebody called me up and just asked me a certain question and I answered yes or no. Tapos naputol. Doon na ako kinabahan because baka rin-record yung voice ko, di ba? Para ipapattern nila. Then, so right after that, I called up my bank and I told them to cancel my online capability. And right now, I still do that. I go to the bank, line up, because at least it's my, kumbaga, peace dun sa mind ko, peace of mind na alam kong hindi ako mananakawan. 'Di ba? Especially na pinaghirapan mo yung pera, tapos meron palang makakapag-hack ng online, kukunin yung pera mo, ililipat, 'di ba? Yung GCash lang nga 'di ba? Ang daming nabibiktima rin. So the same method. So, yun nga. I'm not recommending, but yeah, go ahead.
Si Senator Sherwin the last
precisely. Yeah, di ba yung credit card, di ba?
Credit card.
yung buong bayan pinainom ng alcohol para, di ba? Precisely. If a senator can be victimized, what more the layman? Di ba? Especially kunwari may credit card ka. Kasi ako, when I have a credit card, I only use it for online purchases, but dun sa mga secure sites na alam ko sa US.
Yes.
No? Tapos it's linked up to my PayPal. So ang PayPal ang nagbabayad actually, hindi credit card ko. The credit card is paid to PayPal. Why? Because if something goes wrong, I can still go back and claim, di ba? Kung may fraud, I can claim PayPal, which is good. But if you have a credit card and you're eating in a restaurant, you give it to the waiter who will go to the cashier para i-swipe at hindi nyo nakikita, delikado yon. Because sooner or later, you're gonna get somebody who has the capability to swipe it in their own machine muna bago i-swipe nila doon sa nakuha na lahat ng information nyo. And that's where the fraud comes in. That's where somebody uses your credit card for unauthorized purchases, di ba? So yun yung situation.
Okay. Ang galing, no? And alam natin, nakuklone yung mga cards, ha?
Oo naman. Sure.
Sa mga viewers natin dyan, nako-clone po ATM, debit cards, or credit cards. So be very careful when giving out your cards, no? Kasi merong mga ibang technology that can, siguro itatapat lang yung card, yung mga RFID reader,
RFID, yeah.
They can clone your cards directly without
Precisely.
even getting your card. So
Precisely.
meaning kahit nandun lang siya sa parang binibigay ng waiter na booklet, right? Yung leather, where you place your card, pwedeng scan doon yung mga cards nyo and they can clone.
Correct. And unfortunately also, with the smartphones, everybody has all their information in the smartphones. Banking, personal, even your SOCMED, your social media, it's all coded in your smartphone. What if your smartphone gets lost or stolen? Diba? So that is the problem. So what I would suggest is have an application on your smartphone that just in case it gets stolen, you can dial that smartphone and it will erase all the information. There are a lot of applications out there. Just check which is the best one. I cannot recommend a single one. Just check what would fit yours. Then have that already loaded. So just in case you lose it, you will have the capability to erase all the information in the phone before they get to use it. Okay. Then what I would suggest also is always back up your smartphone on your laptop, on your desktop. So at least if you lose it, you can erase it. Then you can buy the similar phone and just load everything back to that smartphone. Okay.
All right. So you can also back it up sa cloud.
Yeah.
Do you recommend that yung cloud? Kasi
I would recommend. But ako kasi, I'd rather have something in my own physically. Para at least alam mong safe ka rin, di ba? We can never say. Not that I'm not saying that it's unsafe, but ako kasi old school pa rin ako eh. So if I can physically keep it on my own, I will. Tapos nga, with your cell phones, dun sa directory, yung next of kin nyo, yung pagka nagkaroon ng aksidente, sino yung dapat tawagan? Before the name, always put the letters capital ICE. Ibig sabihin, in case of emergency. Kasi sometimes, pag nakuha sa crime scene yung cellphone mo, bubuksan ng responding police or medical responder, ang hanapin nila yung ICE. So, ibig sabihin yun, natatawagan nila pag nagkaroon ka ng aksidente or nagkaroon ka na, kung unconscious ka or nawawala ka, nakita yung cellphone, yun ang tatawagan nila. Diba? So, they know who to get in touch with if they have access to your phone. Okay?
Right.
Ang problema lang, pag yung lalaki, 5 yung girlfriend, lahat may ICE. Huli ngayon siya.
Yun lang, no? Pero, doon sa mga parents dyan, yung mga parents na binibigyan ng cellphone yung mga anak, make sure to put yung ICE doon sa mga phones ng mga bata, ng mga anak natin para it's another tip for our security expert, na si Snooky.
Then another thing also, baka makalimutan ko, if you give it to your daughter or your son, talk to them. Say, is it okay? I would rather that I have a tracking system on your phone. So just in case something happens, we can track you. Diba? So it's not to monitor you if you go out with your friends. It's more of if there's an emergency, we know how to get to you. Diba? Because there are a lot of crimes happening na pick up ka, sinakay ka sa van, na isama yung cellphone mo, at least meron pa rin tayong capability na matrack yung cellphone to a certain degree. Diba?
And I mirror yung sinasabi ni Snooky kasi you can turn on yung mga GPS locator even without internet. They can approximate yung location ng mga phones. So, very advisable. And as a parent, it's not really para, yun nga, i-monitor yung mga bata, saan ba sila nagpupunta. But para lang mapanatag tayo bilang parent kung nasan nga ba talaga yung mga anak natin. Ikaw ba, Snooky? Kasi alam ko yung mga anak mo, mga trained expert to. Yung mga anak ni Snooky, mga ka-TechU, mga martial arts expert to. Tsaka tinuruan ni Snooky ng mga weapons use, So ito si Snooky, mahirap makaaway ito sa totoo lang,
Yeah.
Hindi,
again, kasi I'd like to tackle certain, yun nga, kasi digital tayo, there are certain aspects, especially like sa social media. Sa social media, especially Facebook, Instagram, avoid using the term ATM. Bakit? Anong sabihin ng ATM? Marv?
ATM machine?
Hindi, ATM, di ba? Pag nagpo-post tayo, ATM.
At the moment, yeah. At the moment.
At the moment. So, ibig sabihin, nandoon ka sa restaurant, wala ka doon sa bahay. O, pasukin natin yung bahay ni Snooky. Di ba?
Yeah.
So we have to avoid the ATMs. Then, as a rule, no photos of the house, no photos of the vehicles, the plate numbers, because these are information that can be used against you. Okay. Now, today, sa viewers, all the viewers, what I would suggest after the show, go to Google, type in your name. Type in your full name, pati nickname. Then search. Lalabas whatever is out there in the digital world about you. Because that is what the bad guys will do if they're trying to research on you. So if you want to know what's out there, what they can get information on you, type your name on Google, so at least you are aware what are the information that they can get about you. Okay?
Ang dami natin sa network natin na pagka nagpunta sa gano'n ATM at the moment, partying, may mga gano'n, no? Wala pa lang naiiwan sa bahay. So it can be a cause for risk pala.
At saka, sometimes kasi we mention yung pangalan ng pet natin, yung full name ng nanay natin, yung pati maiden name, di ba? Di ba dun sa mga questions, mga security questions, what's the name of your pet? What's the name, the middle name of your mom or the maiden name? Kuha na nila yon. Kasi you have to understand, all these criminals will check your social media accounts. They'll try to exploit all the possible, and get that and use that to socially hack whatever account you have. Diba? And most of the time, that's where we get it. Diba? Pangalan ng pet natin, pangalan ng maiden name ng nanay natin, or whatever. Diba? And we have to be careful because they are very good. Okay.
Sige, Snooky, magbe-break lang tayo and napapasarap yung ating yung mga kwentuhan natin and maraming napipick up yung ating mga parents na nakikinig right now. And marami tayong mga listeners, viewers, subscribers ngayon na I believe na will gain wisdom dito sa mga tips nyo. So we will be back with Snooky again after the break. And we're back live again on TechU. And before we go back to our very special guest, some announcements from TNC. So we have a very wide range of shows for you. Please watch all our live stream shows that you can find on our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel. And mind you, mamaya babalik yung ating pinakakaabangan, no? Ito yung ating show. The season 3 of Marketplace every Fridays at 5:30, Fridays and Saturdays 5:30 p.m. on live on TNC channel and TNC Facebook page. And of course, huwag niyo kalilimutan itong TechU. Always every Fridays 2:30 p.m. weekly. So konti na lang episode natin, we will be wrapping up season 1 of TechU. And let's go back to our special guest. Sobrang excited ako dito. Ang dami nag-PPM sa DM. Sabi ko, mag-comment kayo dun sa ating channel. So, Snooky can answer yung mga questions nyo. And Snooky,
Yeah.
Na-mention mo kanina yung mga huwag kayong magpa-post na mga ganito about yung itsura ng bahay nyo or yung location nyo, no? I believe parang sinabi rin ito nung ating kaibigan sa NBI, no? Kilala mo rin siya, no? So he also mentioned it to me na dapat nga pagka nagpo-post ka or if you are using social media or even your children using social media, you have to train them or equip them at least. Ano yung mga precautions, what are the dangers, ano yung mga pwede at ano yung mga hindi pwede. So, can you share din, kasi this is like changing yung mindset natin. Kasi tayo, gusto natin ipakita lahat, 'di ba? As a member ng social media, gusto natin ipakita, oh, I have LB bag, I have maganto, I went at the moment at Boracay, yung mga gano'n, no? Can you give a tips, no? Paano natin ba mababago yung mindset ng mga Filipino viewers natin so we can implement, no? We can at least be aware about of the threats na nakapaligid sa atin ngayon.
Yeah. First of all, no, bago makalimutan, when you take a picture, especially using your cell phone, and you plan to post it on social media, please turn off the geo-tracking. Because pagka kinunan niyo yung picture, yung location, kung nasaan kayo, kahit na hindi nyo banggitin, and you post it, right click lang yon, makikita na natin yung lots and longs nung location nyo. Di ba? Because of the Google Map. Di ba? So, we have to avoid that. That's the first and foremost. Turn off the geo-tracking. Okay? The number 2, avoid taking photos of places you frequent. Oh, kunwari, nandito kami, barkada na, nandito kami sa club, we're hanging out. We're hanging out every Saturday here. So you're literally telling the people out there, if you wanna kidnap me, I'm here in this place. Okay? Every Saturday at this time, di ba? Because yun nga, we're so proud, we like to, human nature di ba? People like to express what they do. And unfortunately, sometimes, that is where the criminals exploit the weaknesses. Okay? So nakikita sumasakay ka sa kotse, nakikita yung plate number ng kotse mo. Nagpicture ka nga, hindi bahay, pero katabi ng bahay, yung street number, yung street name nung bahay mo. Di ba? So, kuha pa rin nila. So, just like the plate number of the car, makunan mo lang yung plate number ng car. Marami, tulad ko, may access ako sa LTO. Di ba? O, pakicheck nga kanino plate number to. Kuha mo na yung plate number, kuha mo na yung address, kuha mo na yung pangalan ng tao. Di ba? Ganun kasimple. So, these are the things that you have to realize that because of technology, it makes the criminal have an easier way of finding out about you. Diba? Unlike before, kailangan ka surveillance, hindi na magbubukas lang sila ng social media nila. Alam na nila lakad mo for 1 week Diba? Monitor ka na nila. Hindi na kailangan sinusundan ka because that is the disadvantage of social media. It gives the convenience of the criminal to just sit in front of a laptop and just try to search for siguro 1 year. Isa-search nila kung ano yung mga pictures mo. May pattern yun makikita nila. Anong araw to? Nandito siya. Anong araw? Nandito ulit siya. Di kuha ka na nila agad yung pattern. Di ba? And that is ongoing all the time. Di ba? Tapos, pinopost mo kung ano yung valuables mo, nadala mo. So, na-identify ka nila agad. Ayun ang masama doon.
Nako, tayo pa naman mga Pilipino, gusto natin pinopost yung bagong kotse, bagong bag, bagong damit. Di ba? So, ingat-ingat mga...
At saka another thing pala, if somebody calls you up, or texts you, or especially call, I'm from this bank, I just want to make sure the moment they start asking you of any questions, regardless if it's a bank, it's your personal account, or anything, automatic, dapat malisyoso na isip mo. You will not answer. You will not give information unwittingly because you are aware, you should be aware that anybody asking for information, if they ask for your address, your bank account number, your cell phone number, always think of it as the bad guy. Okay? They will always say, it's for a nice thing. Kasi may premyo ka, sir. Kailangan na yung padala sa address ng bahay mo. Ano nga, sir, ang kotse nyo? Lahat yun. Okay? You have to think maliciously because it is the truth. People in the right mind, in the right institution will not ask it directly to you over the phone. Okay, they will send messages either through when you visit the banks, or the banks will contact you to come into the bank for the questions, but never on the phone. Okay, so you have to be careful.
Galing, mga simple, no? Pero
Magagaling ha. The people that they employ are very good. They're like call center people who know how to speak, who know how to talk, who know how to backstop where they're asking. Because minsan ganun sa wife ko, tinatanong siya, magaling sumagot kasi magaling magtanong yung wife ko. Magaling rin sumagot, hindi nabubulol. Pero huli mo siya eh. Di ba? So you have to be careful. They're really good.
Yeah. So marami na talaga naglipa na ng mga masasamang elemento sa ating society. So kaya mag-iingat. So Snooky, I would like to thank you very much dun sa ating guesting. This is for you gracing our show, and alam ko maraming na pick up yung ating mga, lalo na yung mga parents, no, na mga nanonood ngayon, and I would like to ask you yung final message to our fellow Filipinos.
May last tip ako pala, nakalimutan ko. Last tip. If you need to send anything, information, anything important over the airwaves, you have to understand, if you send a text message, you send an email, as long as it goes into the digital waves or the airwaves, it can be intercepted. That's saying, how can I send an important message to somebody without the thought of being intercepted? My what I've been using for our business when I'm doing this, I open an email account, whether it be a Gmail, a Yahoo Mail, okay? Then have your partner who you constantly send confidential information to have that same email. So alam niya yung password ng email mo, so pwede niya buksan. So what you do is, if you have a document, you attach it dun sa email, di ba? Then put it dun sa drafts. Hindi mo isi-send. Tapos i-text mo siya, okay, nandun na sa dead drop natin or nandun na sa email natin yung message ko. Gagawin niya, bubuksan niya yung email, i-check lang niya, da-download niya, pero hindi ka nagse-send physically. Diba? Yes. And that's what the terrorists do. In fact, the terrorists are so effective in doing that, even the NSA ng US government could not intercept. And that's what we adopted also. So if you have something constantly na you want to send, that's the best way. Okay, now for the final, yeah, go ahead.
Sige, Snooky. Yung sinasabi ni Snooky is really a witty way para hindi ma-transmit yung confidential message, but rather accessing it directly dun sa source. We use that when we are, if we are sending passwords dun sa mga servers na minamanage namin in our IT infrastructure. So, same method din yung ginagawa ni Snooky, ay text yung mga tao namin, you can log in to dun sa isang account and then get the password from there. So, that way, hindi ka nagtatransmit ng sensitive data over the internet or over your Wi-Fi. And mind ito, Snooky, yung ating mga viewers, yung mga naka-public Wi-Fi can also be captured.
Yes, definitely. It's not safe. It's never safe. And everybody can get into it. So you have to be really careful.
Yeah. So kung akala nyo nasusulit yung isang 20 coffee na iniinom nyo maghapon sa loob ng coffee shop, baka may mawala.
Precisely. You never do online shopping, online businesses on a public Wi-Fi. Because it's not safe. It's not safe. Everybody can monitor it. You have to be careful.
All right. Snooky, thank you very much.
Thank you also.
Tayong time. Can you please share your final message to our Filipinos? Mga nakikinig natin na maraming threats talaga. So share your final message to them.
Yeah. You have to realize that every digital convenience, there is an equal consequence. Okay? Kasi syempre, pag madali yung ginagawa natin, merong possibility na yung criminal nadadalian rin sa ginagawa natin. No? So you have to weigh the consequence and the benefits. If you think you can do it on the old school method, magpila ka ng konti para lang you wait a little more time, then do it rather than do the convenience of an online transaction wherein it could get compromised. And we have to remember, if it's too good to be true, it's probably not. So especially in the age of the digital world na madali lahat, you have to understand criminals are having their heyday exploiting that angle also. Kasi mas madaling mag-intercept ng password or ng bank account or ng whatever rather than physically pupuntahin mo yung tao, tutukan mo ng baril. 'Di ba? Ba't mo gagawin yun? Nagagawa mo in the convenience of your home. Katapat mo lang computer, 'di ba? So, yun yung situation ngayon. Especially for the millennials, kasi lahat ng millennials natin, they rely heavily, not for anything else. It's convenient talaga. That's how it is. That's why we want the convenience. But you have to understand, for every convenient action, there is an equal opposite consequence also. Di ba? Ayan.
Thank you very much, Snooky, for that mga enlightening tips, no? Kasi talagang it's convenience versus security ang nangyayari.
Correct.
Especially now that we are in the digital age, no? Lahat na tayo.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much, Snooky, for
Thank
that
you for having me, Marvin. Yeah.
Yes. Hopefully, we can guest again you. Siguro baka season 2, no?
Just let me know.
Marami pa tayo mapag-uusapan. Thank you very much. And there you go, guys.
Okay. See you.
Yes. Snooky Cruz. So, guys, ang dami na sayang we don't have enough time, but over the past few years talaga, technology has revolutionized everything. Lahat ng ginagawa natin, the entire world, yung mga daily lives natin na ginagawa, mga tasks natin, simple tasks, convenience versus security. And mind you guys, no, kung tayo nag-i-improve yung technology, yung mga bad guys din nag-i-improve yung technology. So hindi exclusive sa ating mga good guys yung technology. So technology has created an amazing tool and resource, putting all our efforts, putting all our information, tasks at our fingertips. In the internet era, digital transformation and technology has been put in the limelight. So technology for personal use, for home use, for business, and lahat ng mga activities natin. But technology is no longer optional, but is already a basic need ng bawat Filipino. So like we always say here on TechU, that we can trust technology to uplift our lives, make our homes and business runs better. But there is no replacing the one whom we can all trust and rely upon. That's the author of wisdom, our Lord Jesus Christ. So, always grace and peace be with you, and watch TechU regularly every Fridays, 2:30 p.m. only here and on TNC. And be updated about the latest internet and everything attached to the web. And kagaya niyan, no, yung show natin, few tips for how to defend yourself. So, all these guys for the glory of God. And thank you again for watching. Thank you on the new channel. And see you again next week for another exciting episode of TechU. See you again next week. God bless, guys.